Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Pushing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down 10 at their own 27-yard line. This is Devon Achane, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. Second and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
All right, fellas. Listen back. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice jump the yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground, Achane. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Down the left sideline. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Ready. Ready, 2. Watch an Oscar. Out.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's safe. Go ahead. Ready? 20 TX.
Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, get set. Ready, 2. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. On the move to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
42-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
90 Lions. Buffalo 18, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Street.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Warriors 70, check smash.
Now it's Richardson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead.
Up the middle, Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
No
and
score
8.
after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Go ahead. Ready, team, wait it. Let's go.
Here's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
For our Colts. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pack the 60. Pack.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
They give it to... And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Forced out to his left. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Go ahead. Ice jam. Ice jam.
Running right, here's Achane. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Third and 4. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 18. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Quiddy Pay. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Trap 60.
Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And got his man complete. But he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, pulling it all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. His good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Hey, Cougar 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. And now Mitchell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got a man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua, a final shot before half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 19. Warrior 70. Trap 50. Trap 60. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
Now Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
1st and 10
Half
at the
the 60.
16-yard
Half the
line.
60. Check out.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins great. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get in the penalty back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. H-in here, they stay on the ground. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A run straight ahead with H-in. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
They're right here. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Madison is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
14. Dolphins 10. Jake Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. was able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third down and 1.
Come on, set, go.
Richardson off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They great game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and 8. Waddle, the motion man right. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun, it's Tua. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give this to a chance. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Tua. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You better release that, but it's not enough. Say bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on that. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I mean, yeah, somebody got to.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's good.
A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Mustang 19. Come on. Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. Got his man, it's Warren. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. We got a very strong gain of 24.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Off play action. Richardson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Quez Watkins to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And some play callers, when they go to the games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Here's first down.
44, ready. Ready, team!
Tua. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Tua. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead out to 11.
Makes the score Colts 28, Dolphins
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up cocking the ball wide, you end up throwing a pick. Everything good. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless today.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
Typical body of a donut, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Please don't